Hello, Unstoppable Squad. Welcome to another edition of the Unstoppable Podcast. I'm the Immortal Feuds.
I'm Unstoppable Denominator.
And here we are going to talk about the Unstoppable Wrestling Reaction Channel.
The depth of how it all started and everything.
Yes, I'll let him take that part right now.
Alright, Unstoppable Squad. So when I first started doing these reactions...
Got an itchy foot.
Oh my god.
Where's little Betty when I need her? I need a foot massage.
So when we got into how I first started doing reactions was on this main channel. I used to do reactions here on this channel where it was just me, and then I started doing GTS wrestling as well along with that, with a whole bunch of other YouTubers and stuff. So with the wrestling reactions of GTS, it was just me doing GTS wrestling here on this channel, but also on the other channel of the Unstoppable Wrestling Reaction Channel.
Yep.
It was just me reacting to Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AEW, Impact. But my reactions of, like, you guys see my reactions and you guys hear the background where I couldn't film the TV because of copyright.
Yeah, it was stupid.
But a lot of people, you guys want the that kind of reactions of us react to like Raw and SmackDown the original way, how we do GTS wrestling. But the thing is, we gotta be careful of that because the copyrights and block worldwide and stuff. So we might try it down the road again. And the fact of when it went to that stuff, I went and started doing GTS wrestling. Then when I started doing GTS wrestling, I switched it over to GTS wrestling reactions.
Yep, I remember.
No, I was like getting bored of just doing it by myself. I would like to have him on board. At first, he didn't want to do it at first. But tell them how I dragged you in to do GTS wrestling reactions.
You came to me, and the thing of it was, at first I didn't want to do it. He ain't lying, because I really never cared for Grimm to begin with. Like I told him, and I didn't really care how he promoted because I always thought he was selfish in the way he promotes his wrestling because he promotes himself. But that was the big thing. Like, we needed to get that message out.
Yes, and we have slowly started getting that message out.
Yeah, but like again, like I do respect David. He's a good wrestler. I'll say it to the day I die. He's a good wrestler. You know, he hasn't hurt nobody. From what I could see in the ring, he's really agile for a big guy like that. I give you credit. You're a great wrestler, and I'm proud to react to you and your wrestlers. But as a promoter, I said it, I don't like the way you promote yourself. However, with that being said, that's how we got into this whole reaction thing. Me, personally, I'm a wrestler, and I love the sport. I just love wrestling. I love GTS. I even like LTW. LTW is not bad either.
It's just the lack of...
Yeah, it's just the lack of wrestlers and referees. But
and not just that, the storylines and them talking and stuff.
Actually, we just got another wrestler to react to.
Yes, and we also got another wrestling promotion that we get to react to now too.
Absolutely.
So that's why we changed the name back to the original way how it used to be.
Right. Unstoppable Wrestling Reactions.
Yep.
That's the way the name, I love the name, you know, Unstoppable. And everyone would ask me, oh, why did you name the show after him? Technically speaking, it's not really, when you think about it, Unstoppable Wrestling Reactions. It's unstoppable. It's not really, that's just his name. And we didn't put it as for him. It's just how we did it, and it was just perfect.
Here's the reason why it's called Unstoppable, not just because my name. It's Unstoppable Podcast is where we talk about unstoppable things.
Exactly. That was just a name that we came up with, that's all. Had nothing to do with his character, had nothing to do with him as an individual.
The reason why I call it Unstoppable Wrestling Reactions is because it's unstoppable of reactions.
Yeah, exactly.
We post reactions a lot. It was like with me when it was called Unstoppable Reaction Channel. Unstoppable of reactions. There was non-stop of reactions. When it was Unstoppable Taste Test, it was me taste testing all the time. Unstoppable Video Responses. Non-stop of video responses. So that's why it was called Unstoppable.
Yep, exactly.
So that's why we call it Unstoppable Wrestling Reactions, is because we're reacting to Pete Corvus, Yankee TDM, Rad Dad, LTW, Flash Carter, GTS, Tarzan, Jada Key Evans, Violence, MWF, and Lawrence Spiral.
Lawrence is the latest one now. I talked to him yesterday when I was
as of this recording.
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday when I was at karaoke night. That's sad.
Yeah, we have not unstoppable wrestling reactions of wrestlers and promotions we're gonna react to.
Exactly.
So, and then when we switched over to the middle of, okay, so the topic is of me wanting to get you on the show was so you can help me get the message out to the subscribers and people to wake up, see what we're seeing out of Grim. At first, I wasn't getting anything. It was just by myself. I was getting some little comments or hate comments from of just myself. So when I had him on the show, and then all of a sudden he disappeared for a little bit, and you're like, oh, where's Immortal Spades and stuff? It's like, okay, I don't have you again and again, and then I have you on again, and they're like, yay, we have Immortal Spades back.
Yeah, you even did a popularity contest, remember that?
Yes. A lot of people got popularity over him than me.
Again, we're a team. It doesn't matter who's more popular than who. And now if we put Little Baddie in this, I guarantee she's more popular than both you and I.
Yep.
I guarantee it.
So,
and
we will talk about that here in a minute of Little Baddie, how we got her involved and stuff.
That should be on another different.
We will talk about it in this. And then once I got you on more involved, we had to take a break because you went on vacation. And that's when we fell behind, and then we fell even more behind, and then we even fell more behind because of editing.
Yes, and now with hunting season being over, and yes, I am a very avid hunter. I do.
Next topic
down the road. I won't say much, but yes, I'm a very avid hunter. If anybody wants to know, I'd be happy to talk about my kills and everything else I've shot later down the road.
But yeah, so with editing, it was like he mentioned his wrestling company, and I was like, yeah, I need to edit that out.
Yeah, I wasn't supposed to. And of course, when you're drinking, you shouldn't be saying much. Oops.
So I went and edit that out. I was like, you know what, I might as well start editing our videos.
Yeah.
And then I started editing our videos during my lunch breaks. And then I was getting bored of doing it at lunch break. And I wanted to watch YouTube on my lunch breaks. Because I wanted to eat while I was watching something.
Yes.
You can't just do two things at once while you're eating and editing. You can, but also with us doing editing, it helps more things, gets our and bleeps out the swear words and pauses too. Like you hear us, like we weren't doing those raw videos, and then I was like, screw this, I want to edit because and pauses take so long. Who's gonna sit there and be like, when are you gonna spit out,
Exactly, because you gotta make it. The long pauses don't help, and I'm like that too. We're all like that. We're not professionals. We try. We learn every day. We're learning this stuff, and as long as you're learning, to me, that's a good thing. And I'm not as vicious as I used to be on the show. I don't smack him much anymore. I won't do that. I don't care to do that. And I've toned my character down because I used to be an asshat on the show. My character's kind of cooled down over a whole year now, and yeah, I'm just having fun with this.
Yeah, and we will talk about that is our next topic down the road with her on the show. But yeah, we have to make an apology video, but we will talk about that in another podcast episode with Little Baddie.
Right.
Trying to watch out what we're saying too.
Exactly, because people.
We will talk about that.
Right, next time.
But also, when we started, just you and I,
we didn't have much.
It was just you and I, and pretty much when you wanted to have Little Baddie on the show, it was like around Christmas time.
And this is my normal seat right here. See it? See it? That's my normal seat. Little Baddie usually sits here in the middle, and he's always on this end. But considering she's not here, I'm not just gonna go over here, because guess what? Now you can't see us. Well, you can. Oh, the seat's cold. Screw that. But yeah, you get it. We wanted another person on the show to begin with. Having 3 people is good because he's literally the face play-by-play announcer. I'm the color heel commentator, and then Little Baddie's the tweener, like in between kind of deal. And they have like this like ongoing rivalry between the two of them. Kayfable, you know, it's fake, obviously, but it's entertaining and it's great because these two react so well together. My character sits on the end over here. My chair's right here. So she's in the middle because he's the main, like, attraction to that whole thing.
And I thought of leaving her in the middle is because, you know, why wouldn't you have two dudes sitting next to each other, you know?
Exactly.
But, like, right now, we are two dudes sitting next to each other.
Yeah, well, that's different.
Anyways, but we did, a little before Christmas time, we thought of having her on the show. And then right around January, we started having her on the show or something around that time.
Exactly.
I know that because we did do Christmas Chaos around January. Oh, well, uploading it. So, but.
And she's going to be more involved in the show now.
Yep.
You know, I'm trying my best. I know she's not here today, but like I said, doctor's appointment. Here's the thing, guys. Like, she's trying her best, but she does work a lot behind the scenes, as we talked about in our last video. You know, she works hard to make sure everybody gets what they need. And like I said, she will contact anybody. You guys want to contact her? That's the thing. She's got her social medias. He's working. I don't have social media. I don't care for it.
Yes, I don't mind you guys messaging me on social media, but the thing is, if you're gonna message me, don't expect me to respond like right away.
Right.
Or respond like that day or
just
something.
Like that, exactly. A snap of a hand. She does a lot of work behind the scenes. He does all the editing. Like, the editing is all him.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Social media, that's right. You know, when it comes to social media, she knows, Little Baddie knows her way around any social media platform. And it doesn't matter what it is. She even told him what was it called? The WhatsApp? Yeah, whatever that thing is.
And who cares about, it's like a new texting.
Yeah, but the thing of it is, this is what I'm trying to say. She knows all the technicalities and like all the words, the big words that they use.
At first, when I was into like TikTok, right, I didn't know what the hell that was, and I wasn't interested into it because I was always on YouTube and Twitter.
Yep.
And sort of Instagram when I was dating my ex-girlfriend and stuff. And I got more, when I started getting back into reactions, I had gotten back into social media on Instagram and Twitter. So I'm trying to stay active on Twitter. But guys, I work and I edit. So you guys can contact me, but just don't expect me to respond right away because I do edit and I do work. And also on top of that, I have my parents. My mom is technically out of work right now because she broke her ankle, and I have to start stepping up my A game and help out around the house for them.
Exactly.
And my dad's health is not too well. He's got chemical pneumonia, which he's coughing constantly, and it's
bad.
Really bad. His lungs is like, last time I knew it was at 30%. But yeah, so I have to be around my parents, help them out. So I just can't. You guys, you don't even see me on my phone constantly. Oh, I was on my phone constantly at our old work. I'm not constantly on my phone at my new job now because, you know,
nowadays
I slew down.
Yeah, people frown against that, being on phones and stuff. Which I don't blame them. I mean,
yeah, I know. Now I understand why they got pissed off one time when I was on my phone.
Yeah, that's why I never go on my phone. The new job I got, I can't be on my phone, so I don't start till the 20th. And as a matter of fact, I know I got to make a phone call after our podcast is done. Thanks for reminding me. What's the next topic here? There, Unstoppable.
As the title it says, the YouTube feuds.
Ooh, yeah. So
unstoppable YouTube feuds.
I got some questions for you. So tell me, when you first got onto YouTube, what was the very first person you feuded with? Well, who was that person?
I actually would like to have him on. If I can talk to him at work, see if he would, or I can message him. I would love to have, well, my first feud, I think, was Christian Carnes.
Yep.
I asked him personally, about, because he said he did ghost hunting and stuff. And I was like, oh, I like ghosts and then everything. So I asked him about a question about something, and all of a sudden he got that question all wrong and it set him off, which got him into a heated rivalry with me on YouTube of hating commenting on my videos and stuff. It was just one simple question I asked.
Yeah.
And he blew up. I thought I asked him or said something mean. That's one person that I had the first feud with.
Yep.
Secondly was his friend, Isaac Yuri. Friends, I don't know if there still are. He got involved with it, and then that's what blew it off with him having a feud with me too. And then all of a sudden I had another YouTuber name called Mark Henry for Life.
Oh, yeah.
Face paint like Sting and
shit.
Yeah,
he's a loser.
And, so that rivalry had happened. And then there was another guy, I forgot his, they hated this guy. He always would pick on me because I always stuttered it a lot and everything. He was a freaking asshole bully. And then he had his girlfriend, offended me and shit.
Yeah, it's not right. See, that's the problem with YouTube. A lot of people will feud with other people that have channels just because they don't like their style, they don't like this, they don't like that, and they want to try to get you canceled because they want your viewers. And a lot of the YouTubers that go at it, Unstoppable Squad, believe it or not, a lot of them are not that nice. They're not nice people. Like, he's cool. Like, he gives out his social media. He doesn't want nothing in return. These guys, if they you win something, they automatically go, well, you got to be on my show. You got to do this. You got to do that. There's always a provision. There's always something with other YouTubers. We are, for our show, Reaction Channel, we are actually giving away a PlayStation 5 once we hit 1,000 subscribers. Now, if the person...
We actually gave our 500... Well, we're not in our sweatshirts, but we gave away a sweatshirt to a subscriber. And he liked it, and he enjoyed it, and so, yeah, are doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway, PlayStation 5. But yeah, and also not just that, the PS5 was something special for fans because, it was thank you for you guys' support.
Exactly. That's the thing. We want to support. That's the biggest thing. We want to show our support and our appreciation to the fans of our show.
Yes.
To the Unstoppable Squad, as we like to call them now.
Yes, and that's why we got this belt for the Unstoppable Squad, which you guys will see me having on our reaction channel, Wrestling Reaction Channel.
These are our belt. Little Baddie got her own custom-made belt, and I got the GTS belt.
We are actually, as of this recording of this podcast, we do have another belt being made as of right now.
Yes, and we're looking forward to getting that belt as well.
Yes, so I can't wait. I can show off the belt to the person that allowed us to make the belt.
Yep.
So he goes, yeah, that would be awesome.
Yep,
so,
exactly. He's a pretty cool guy. He's a laid-back cat, He's pretty cool. He's a nice guy. And I don't know why I'm wearing Little Baddie's belt, but I kind of like the purple. But that's beside the point. Yeah, so I mean, guys, these... he do so much, and that's the thing. YouTube, the feuds that he's gotten in, it took him a long time just to get to where he is.
And I've been on YouTube since 2011. I used to do a lot of things that got me into feuds with a lot of YouTubers.
You know what? He didn't give up either. A lot of YouTubers would be crushed by such a burden that they would not want to be aired after all this. Him? No, he just continued.
Yeah, and I continued with all the hate comments because you know why? He's a video responses.
Exactly. And he's really good at what he does. Personally, I think Unstoppable here has gone through more shit on YouTube than most YouTubers could be put up with. From his days on the Lewitt Rock show. Tell him about that.
Yeah, I gone a lot with that show. I've had embarrassing moments on camera that I wasn't happy with as of now. I know I wasn't happy. I should have spoke up a long time ago, but at the time I wasn't thinking.
Nope, because you were just you were trying to make a name for yourself. And that's hard. Even in the wrestling business, you're trying to make a name for yourself. You don't want to be the guy that says no.
Right. I done a lot of embarrassing things on that show. It was for comedy too, but the thing is, all that embarrassing things was just immature. Real immature bull crap that I got put through. So, what do you think?
I agree. I honestly agree with all of it. That's the thing, man. YouTube, it can be some people on YouTube are very childish, but that's the thing. You're trying to you're just trying to outdo everything. And you gotta do what's best for you. You want to do something, you do it. You go for it. That's it. There's no questions about it. Just go for it.
So that's why I should have spoken up about the things a long time ago, and like I said, I wasn't thinking about it, and so, which got us a feud with other YouTubers, like Skiz had a feud with him, which he dated Ryan Upchurch, and, the feud with him, got to do a video with him over on Zoom back in 2020, which was kind of cool, where he got to say my catchphrase.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Skiz here, and if you don't subscribe to Juan and the Unstoppable Denominator, then you are a toothy bumfuck, pussy ass bitch motherfucker.
Which was really awesome. You get to see him say my catchphrase towards the end of the videos,
Oh, yeah, he's a cool guy. From what you told me about him, seems like a really cool guy. I'd love to get him on the show.
He used to do reactions to guys. And, he reacted. I want to know how he did it, though. He reacted to old WWE videos, did reactions to John Cena, because that's his favorite wrestler.
Ew. Okay, but still. Yeah, that's cool. Nothing wrong with John Cena.
But yeah, I'm gonna do old school wrestling videos. We might try to get back into that. See how we might have to put it on another channel.
Yeah, because we got a lot already going on. My main focus is, see, this is my part. I never really explained my part on this channel to anybody. I know you do the editing, and I might as well just say it here, so we're not having another segment over it. His whole thing is he edits, he writes, he does research, and he takes care of all that, posts the shows, and we got little Baddie working behind the scenes and everything else, what she's doing. My thing is, I'm just having fun with it. I don't want no responsibility. I ain't gonna lie. But I did get us our sponsor. And yes, I have talked to some of the wrestlers myself. Not as much as a little Baddie, obviously. But,
yeah,
we are just a growing YouTube channel, and we want to continue doing what we're doing. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it big no matter what happens here. I got a feeling that everything's gonna work out Unstoppable.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. It takes time. It took time for us to change things on YouTube with different things. It took me time to do a lot of new things. I've seen a lot of YouTubers do a lot of things, topic of all that stuff. Yep. Anyways, Unstoppable Squad didn't have too much feuds after that. Flew right down after Skiz, because I went right into reactions, but I did started doing GTS wrestling reactions, which we talked about our last podcast of what got us to do reactions of GTS and other stuff and transition into the reaction channel. But I started hating Grim because he put himself over, and that's when I was swearing up a storm about that stuff. But I did have a feud on Twitter with a wrestler, and then I did actually have a rule. You're gonna like this. I had a war with a wrestling manager on Twitter.
Oh boy.
When we were at our old work.
Really?
I just remembered that. And that manager did not like me. He managed one of his former wrestler at the time, and his wrestler that he managed, then they broke up. At the time, they weren't together anymore. So he was on my side.
Oh, there you go.
Jared something.
I've met a lot of wrestlers, from just being on YouTube and just, talking with guys in my own company. I've never really wrestled outside of my company. So, I know wrestlers get promoted around, go from promotion. I never really have. I went to one different promotion, that was it. And I can say the name because it doesn't matter. Top Rope Promotion Wrestling. And I wrestled under my own name. That's the truth.
Like I said, there wasn't that much feuds after Skiz. There might be a couple feuds that I actually forgot about, but
that's the whole thing. We asked these questions because, okay, let me ask you this now. What was the most infamous fight you got into on YouTube? What would you call the worst infamous fight you got into?
Like, what do you mean by that?
Like rivalry. What was the worst rivalry you ever had where you were on the brink of about to lose your YouTube channel or anything, would you say? The closest you have ever lost your YouTube channel to a feud.
I don't know. I don't think I was close to any losing my channel to anyone.
Okay, who's the most hated person that you hate the most, that you feuded with?
That one YouTuber that was picking on me with his girlfriend.
Okay.
I really, guys, to be honest with you, I don't remember his name. He was trying to be he was trying to be the immortal.
What?
Not the immortal, movement numerator.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He was like someone like that. He was trying to be like that. But anyways, I think it was.
Yeah.
Anyways, biggest one was him. But the least, Skiz. I had fun with Skiz. He actually watched my video and commented on my video. That's why. He wanted to do it like a collab. So
that's cool.
Once you do like collabs with people, that's what gets you good views and stuff.
What was the most embarrassing thing on YouTube to date for you, would you say?
Well, as of right now, this is the biggest view on my YouTube channel, but it's on unlisted for one reason, because of the channel grown up to 3K, and it's all kissing another guy's ass. And my cousin saw that, and he had some questions about that, so that's what made me put it on unlisted. The feuds were all those we listed. Like I said, it could have been any other feuds that I missed, but
again, YouTube is a place for a lot of people that fight, and that's all it is. I've never ever seen anybody on YouTube with other YouTubers really get along. I've seen some people do some awesome collaborations together. I've seen people mesh things together which work. There are YouTubers that don't like one another and they just tolerate them. You know what I mean? And nowadays, social media is so far up in advancement that everybody gets offended by whatever you say. You can't call someone this because you're fat shaming them. You can't say they're ugly because you're shaming them. Everybody gets so offended. I'm sorry, but...
And, when I used to do video responses back then, a lot of people loved it.
Exactly.
And then now in this day and age, you can't do it now because they get offended and you'll get reported and shit.
Yeah, it's also just not worth losing a YouTube channel over it, when you work so hard on it, like he has over the years. If we lost this YouTube channel, I would be upset. I probably would be really upset.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking at the wrestling reaction channel. I don't want to lose that channel.
And we play characters, and I hate, I'm just going to say this, guys. We play a character. Do you really think I'm going to sit there and be like this? You are one ugly son of a bitch. You're ugly. No one loves you. Shut up. No one wants to hear you. Ooh, rabies. See, again, that's me playing a character. He's playing a character. You want to know something? You want to know real life? We're best friends. He takes care of my dog. I go to work. He takes care of my dog. I love helping him with his show because it gives me something to do, and I love doing it. We're best friends. We're also related, like we talked about in the first episode we ever did. We do this and we are still going to be our characters. When we do the wrestling reaction channel, you bet for sure we're going to still be our characters. There ain't nothing going to change.
Sort of. We have to slimmer down because when the little baddie comes here, right after we catch up on our recordings, we will make an address of our podcast and of what that next topic is.
Exactly.
And a lot of you guys are like, where's little baddie? We want little baddie and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Little Betty is a lot popular on our wrestling reaction channel,
Yep, she is. But again,
for
it's
some
like,
reason.
if I were to leave, we talked about this like 2 episodes ago. If I were to leave the show, doing something else right now, and everybody would say the same thing, where's Immortal Spades? Where's the Immortal Spades?
Now, if I left, they're like, who cares? Unstoppable Denominator.
No, I actually think people would be like, where's Unstoppable at? Everybody would care, because you're one of the main characters. All 3 of us are.
I think they'll be like, who cares? Glad he's gone.
Moron.
But if I died, there's no
show because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And, well, little baddie would. She actually knows her way around YouTube, but not as good as him.
And how to edit and shit.
Yeah, she could learn, but not as good as him. I mean, again, we like doing what we do. These are the reasons. Like I said, I'm having fun with it, and this is what I like to do. Oh, man, I'm tired. I stayed up all night. I was doing karaoke with Little Baddie last night.
Good for you. When I was at work dealing with fucking dumb idiots.
So, I will say that I think that this is going to be actually a new idea for a podcast. We work really hard on what we do on YouTube, and the truth of the matter is, Unstoppable shows good. I like this show. I like what we're doing. But is there anything else? Till next time, I'm the Immortal Spades.
I'm Unstoppable Denominator.
We're out.
Peace.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Skiz here, and if you don't subscribe to Blonde and the Unstoppable Denominator, then you are a toothy bumfuck, pussy ass bitch motherfucker. Boy Skiz here, and if you don't subscribe to Blonde and the Unstoppable Denominator, then you are a toothy bumfuck, pussy ass bitch motherfucker.